in a cab heading to VaynerMedia in New York City. Not to see Gary Vaynerchuk, surprise, surprise, but we are seeing Steve Babcock, the Chief Creative Officer of VaynerMedia. What I'm drawn to with VaynerMedia is their ability to really harness social media at its full potential. It is the 15th of November right now, coming on a high from speaking to Julie Annixter at AIGA yesterday. I'm ready. I'm super pumped for this one. Can't wait. What's his new one? Call Out Tuesday.
I think one of the biggest steps is just to break patterns, right? Like, you just have to call out tomorrow. You have to call out Tuesday. We have to create a call out on Tuesday, and you need to do something.
I'm gonna rip their faces off. VaynerMedia. Oh shit, we're here. VaynerMedia. Denisse, pleasure.
I made a little sign for the door.
Love it. You're on top of it. See? This is how it's done.
I think they must have restocked because usually it's like empty.
Oh,
so once they restock, like I bet you after the podcast,
yeah,
come back and it's gonna be
it'll be gone. Okay, well I'll try one of these bars. Oat Mega. I gotta snap this to Gary. He's gonna love it. It's a pretty surreal moment. It's like when I first went to New York 3 years ago. Everything seemed all too familiar, but I'd never physically been. But you know, watching the movies and stuff makes you feel like you know the place, and watching Gary's Snapchats makes you feel like you've been here before. Steve's in the house, I got a snap. The first encounter right here. Steve Babcock. Hey man.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in.
You got it.
Steve Babcock, welcome to the Giant Thinkers podcast, mate. How are you?
I'm doing well.
First off, Steve, we have an icebreaker question for you.
Okay.
What is the song you hear in your head when you win a pitch?
You know, because usually during a pitch, you're working a little bit later at night, or you're rolling up your sleeves, you're tacking stuff up on the wall. It's Loverboy, that song. Everybody's working for the weekend.
There you go.
It's like an '80s song. It just gets immediately. It'll just be like working on a pitch. Boom, that song gets in my head, and I just sing it out loud for 15 years.
Unreal. I'm gonna have to.
I think there's some sort of psychological disorder that I need to get into because my ability to organize sort of chaos to create maximum efficiency. So within an organization. So here I'm the Chief Creative Officer. There are over 200 creatives in this department. It's
wow.
The biggest I've ever.
That's
been
a lot.
Yeah. When I got here, I was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like counting them. I'm like, "Yeah, there's that many." And so it's taking all of that talent and figuring out how do I create a system that will allow each one of those individuals to be, the most valuable and efficient and good at their jobs. So, so I think that's something that I never really knew I had in me before, or that I would enjoy, or that I take a lot of, I feel really good about.
Steve, thank you so much for your time, mate, and being generous in sharing your story with all of us. It's been such a pleasure having you on the show.
Oh, no, this was awesome. Thanks for thinking of me. Really
Cheers,
appreciate
man.
it.
Thank you. Boom.
Boom.
I was just messaging to just look at the energy. Yo, Gary, if you're seeing this, happy birthday. I'm with Pierce. I just spoke to Steve Babcock. Thanks for having me here. I'm a fan.
I'm Eliot. Nice
Ram
to meet you.
from Sydney, Australia.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
Further than Sweden.
Further than Sweden?
How long's the flight, Sean?
Like 14 hours from Sydney to LA, and then from LA to New York,
oh, you
6
go
hours.
reverse.
Yeah. How's things, man?
Life's good, man.
So for everyone watching this, tell us what you do, man. Because Alex is the guy that helped me come through these doors.
So I do business development for Gary. Goal is to build out his world, get him some more exposure, meet him people like this.
Yeah.
Get them introduced, make things happen. That's it. Whatever's needed.
Thank you, man.
Lights on.
Went really well. I think the good thing about this is that Steve Babcock has so much experience, but not much information on the internet about him. And he even said that this was his first podcast interview. Major win for the Giant Thinkers podcast. And yeah, it was just nice to meet everyone. Super amazing bunch, great energy, and we are heading down now. I've been to many agencies. I've passed through agencies including, or advertising agencies from Ogilvy and Mather, JWT, DDB, Clemenjar, BBDO, heaps. There is something different with VaynerMedia. I think what Gary has tried to achieve here really shows through. So well done to Gary and the whole engine room behind it.